And guys, we are live. Hey guys, it's Larry. This is Crypto Talk Now Live. So grateful that you guys are here to join us. For those of you expecting us to start it, or we were supposed to start today at 3, I apologize. I had a pleasant, unexpected schedule conflict. Sorry to disappoint you guys, and I know I started even later. But stay tuned. This might be the single most important video that you've ever watched in the entire history of the network from me. Outside of the videos, of course, that Max does, but I'm just talking about this might be the most important video that we talk about because it's very important. I'm going to admit that I was wrong about something. And by the way, as a programming note, I know things have been a little clunky around here. I spent a lot of my time helping Johan with a important project that he had for a client, and I continue to be supportive of that project, helping him. Has kind of stopped, but him helping me has also stopped just because he is so, rightfully so, getting paid to work with this client. And so things are a little bit clunky around here as we search for a way to move forward with the programming format. I'm still very bullish, by the way, on the as a side note on the metaverse. I have spoken behind the scenes with a dev team that is trying to put together a very strong project, a metaverse project, and we will see how it goes from there. But I do want to talk to you. It's so very important that we talk about inflation. The reason why this is the most important show that you're ever going to get from me so far is because I'm actually going to admit to you that I was wrong. And I do that from time to time, but it doesn't happen very often. What I mean is I'm not wrong too often, but I am going to admit to you because I will always admit to you when I'm wrong. So before we get started, let us say hello to our beautiful audience. Tim Shea says, hey, Tim Shea, glad you joined us. Another OG, and thank you so much for being a member of this channel and supporting this network. Boomer effing Sooner. Oh, look at that. So he's now, I'm not an expert, but I believe that's the Oklahoma Sooners. That's what they call themselves, college football team. So great program. I'm not an expert with reading logos that are small, but I believe that's the Oklahoma Sooners. And that's the reason why he calls himself Boomer Effing Sooner. So glad that you changed your avatar. Now I can understand. And I'm glad that you're passionate about your team. Crypto Winter, what's going on, people? Another day. Somewhere in the market are selling and others are buying. Ladies and gentlemen, which are you? So this is very, very crucial, guys. This is an important milestone. I'm watching. I know that there's been other days like this, but I'm watching closely. I'm watching the stock market, and I'm noticing the crypto market is not following the stock market for once. I'm talking about, during a down day when there's bad news in the market, the crypto market is acting on its own, interestingly enough. So maybe they planned. Maybe the bigger investors in crypto had already built in the institutional investors, the whales, the ones that are privy to certain information that we might not be able to be privy to. Perhaps they already planned the CPI. The CPI number was above the 8.8% that they were expecting. You see right here from this article. Thank you so much to USA Today. Red hot inflation boosts talk of full point rate hike, recession, stock drop, debt worries. And if you listen to me and some experts, we're already saying that we are in a recession. Some people are waiting for the old man to tell us from the Fed Reserve, but I already know that we're in it. And I'm sure most of you are aware. Every time you go to the gas pump or when you buy some goods or services, you notice that the inflationary rate in most cases is much higher, except for on the show. The 9.1%. Okay, so we were expecting 8.8%, and many people were thinking it could be higher, and perhaps it was, and it was. Look, these numbers are like about a month old anyway, just that they make the announcement and final tabulations a month later. So I'm going to admit to you soon why I was wrong. Right here. In the article here, I'm starting to change my sentiment about this whole thing. If you watched a couple weeks ago, I said I believe that the Federal Reserve in July is going to kill you softly. I do not believe they're going to come out with a 75 basis point or 100 basis point rate hike. I don't believe that. But now I'm changing my tune. I'm allowed as a human being and as a crypto philosopher to change my philosophy, my outlook on the whole thing. I actually believe they're going to do it. I believe they're going to do it. And I think it's going to have a major impact on the market in a negative way in the short term. But I'm going to hedge my bet just a little bit, much like a technical analysis person would, but I'm not doing technical analysis. I'm going to show you something that's going on. You see all this green here in the top 100? Shall we also look, go to our friends? I have market updates. You guys can't see. I have a huge list of news and market updates and all types of things that I look at behind the scenes. I'm going to go to our friends at Yahoo Finance because someday we'll probably be on there as a guest. Someone from the show will be, or someone from this network. Look what's going on in the stock market currently. Nothing too dramatic, but it's kind of a lackluster day. The market perhaps built it in. They factored in the CPI. Right now, it's just kind of staying where it's at because there's probably worries still about the rate increase. That's what everyone's waiting for next. But if you then conversely compare that to the crypto market, just staying in the top 100, look, Matic's having a great day, 19.5%. We'll talk a little bit about Matic. Found an article about that. It's having a great day. Crypto's having a great day. The stock market's just kind of stuck in the mud. It's stuck in the mud. Look, it's not doing anything. The S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right, down less than 0.5%. It's just kind of staying there. The Nasdaq, nothing to write home about. There's nothing to write home. Russell 2000 index, right? It's down a little over 1%. The stock market's just kind of, we're just kind of just hanging pat and seeing what goes on. They need more data, need more information. They're not really doing much of anything. So this is my point. Have we finally, please, dear God, have we finally separated ourselves? Have we finally separated ourselves as the overall crypto market? Has the overall crypto market, no one ever tells you this stuff, has the overall crypto market finally separated itself from the normal, traditional, everyday markets? Has it done that? Has it done that? I don't think so. Not yet. It's too soon. I mean, we've had days like this before. We've had pumps like this, and we've had days in the U.S. stock market where it's just been blah, kind of yucky, just flat. Nothing to write home about. I can't write. Look, I'm in the service overseas. There's nothing to write my girlfriend or my mom about. There's nothing growing. There's nothing good. That we're not fighting the war. It's just we're just sitting here in the foxhole doing nothing. We're not doing anything. They're waiting in the trenches. They're waiting. They're waiting for the numbers. What are they waiting for? They're waiting for this. They're waiting for the old man to come out of his cave. The old man. Okay, so he's never coming on the show. We don't want him on the show. He's never coming on the show. He's a puppet. Okay, Powell's coming out. They're going to roll him out of his cave. They're going to shoot him up with an energy drink or whatever. God knows what they're going to put in his drink to get him to be a little more energetic because he's pretty flat. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said after last month's policy meeting, remember that was like around June 14th, June 15th, the Fed would likely be deciding on 50 or 75 basis point rate increase in July. Okay, so the experts, remember, I'm not an expert, I'm a philosopher. I'm now leaning towards the experts. I'm here to admit to you today, humbly, or maybe not so humbly, I'm going to be humble and say that I was wrong. I now am changing my sentiment and believing they're going to shock the system. They're just going to keep raising and 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 raising. Did I say it enough times? They're going to keep raising interest rates until they destroy inflation. They think that's what they're going to do, but we're going to be setting into a period of stagflation. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do it. Because you can't do it. You can only do one thing at a time. They're going to try to ease inflation, but they're going to destroy the market in the process. They have to. Not everything can be going well at the same time in the financial markets. That's not how the markets work. That's not how the monetary supply works. I believe right now in the crypto market, I got to get this comment off the screen. I apologize. Let's say hello to a few more people. And then I got to go. I got to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the whole fundamental problem that no one, not anybody that has 1 million subscribers, Not anyone that has 5 subscribers. No one is saying it. I'm going to tell you the problem. It's a supply and demand problem in the overall crypto market that you're going to be watching out for. I'm going to show you what I mean in a minute, but I got to say hello to these beautiful people. There's such an intelligent audience that's here. I'm so grateful that you guys are spending an hour. I might even go 5 hours today because I'm so fired up. I'm probably not 5 hours, but I am going to be back tonight on the Max and Larry show at 9 p.m. All right, so what's going on? Crypto winter, another day. We're in the market. People are selling and others are buying, ladies and gentlemen, which are you. I'm on the sidelines. Tim Shea, enjoying the pump of the market. Great. I'm glad you guys are enjoying, and I hope you guys are making money. I'm sure you are. If you know what you're doing as a trader, I'm not a trader, an investor. I'm a distressed asset investor. I'm looking to buy at bargain basement prices and stuff I believe in. Uncle Bam Bam. Hello, everyone. Kubota Tractor, one of the best compact tractor, the best compact tractor in the world for his avatar, Boomer F and Sooner. Yes, sir. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. It's free. Thank you for that. Hi, Bam Bam. Hello to Maria Anderson, crypto millionaire. Yes, Maria Anderson would have been here this week, but I had a schedule conflict yesterday, and she will be back. She will be back next Wednesday. And guess what? She's got a brand new show starting. I believe it might have started today, and I apologize because I hadn't had a chance to check. I'm going to go back and watch on record if it did start today. I think she said it was starting today, but I think I was invited to go on her show, so I'm pretty sure I'll be there next Thursday. I'm going to be on her show. She's got her own live stream. She invited me. It's just such an honor for me to go onto her show. Tim Shea, I think 75 is built in. I think 100 will cause pain. Yes, I'm leaning towards 75 basis points or 100. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I said they would kill you softly. They wouldn't shock the system. They're going to shock it. They're gonna burn it to the ground. They're gonna burn the financial markets to the ground. I thought for sure they would just do 25 here and 25 there and see how it reacted, but they're not gonna. They're gonna shock it. Tim Shea, hi Maria, caught the end of your live. Oh, she did. She was live. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Maria. If I didn't have, I had a pleasant, unexpected. I don't know how to describe what I just had. I had an unexpected, pleasant surprise that caused a conflict in my schedule. But I will go back and watch your recorded shows. I had a nice visitation. Let's put it that way. All right. So Pat Murphy, Biden said today gas prices won't go above $10 again. He did. They won't go above $10. Is that supposed to make people feel better in the U.S.? Maria Anderson, crypto millionaire. Hi Tim. Thank you. I'll have to go back and check the live. I'm sorry I missed it. Stardog, I bought loads of Matic at 22 English pence. Oh, you're from England. Okay, cool. Well, good for you. I'm glad to hear you loaded up on Matic. It's a good one. It's not financial advice. It's life advice. All right. Boomer F and Sooner picked up some quant. Yeah, a lot of people, I think even Classic Crypto, I don't get to watch videos as much. I actually spend a little more time on Twitter, was saying something about asking people if it was a good idea to cover quant because a lot of people are asking about it. Jay Lawrence, Mr. Jay Lawrence, Old Man Winters. Yes, Old Man Winters. Old Man Winters. Yep. The Jin. How are you, Larry? What's up, everyone? Yeah, and there's another guy, too. I got to find this guy. I'm going to show you this new guy. I have a new nickname for somebody else. I got to see this guy. Let me see if I can look him up. I forgot his first name. Hold on. I'm going to look him up. I have a new nickname for you. You guys are going to love it. He's going to hate it, but I'm going to call anyway. He's got tons of money, and it doesn't matter if I make fun of him, because he doesn't care about me. Let's see if I can find him. I know his last name. I can't remember his first name. Where is it? Right here. Is this it? No, not the success coach. Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go. Can we get a picture of him? Oh, there he is right there. Here he is. Dr. Death. I'm calling him Dr. Death. Dan Pena, I'm calling you affectionately. Don't get mad at me. Dr. Death. Because he doesn't like anything about crypto. And it's going to go to zero. And it's, everything is horrible. We're all going to die. Dr. Death right there. Dan Pena, thank you so much. You are now Dr. Death. And we have the old man, of course, that's Jerome Powell. And who else do we have? Well, we got Mr. Coca-Cola, Warren Buffett. We can't say, he's a good guy. We can't really pick on him too much. We can't pick on him too much because he's a stock guy. He's just too old. He's just too freaking old. I'm trying to remember who else we have. Oh, we got Goldmember. We got Goldmember, Peter Schiff, right? He's in trouble. He's allegedly for money laundering. We'll see what happens with these guys. All right, Blue Whale Ricky. Well, believe it or not, you're not always right. No one is. And even the whales are wrong. Not one person out there can predict what is going to happen. Just my opinion. President Trump. Oh, no. Really? Was it Marla Maples? Ex-wife died. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder which one that was. President Trump ex-wife died? I didn't hear that. I was just a little occupied earlier. Let's see. I didn't look at anything. Just the person I was with. But President Trump. I was with my girlfriend. All right, President Trump, ex-wife dies. Really? That's what happened? Oh, shoot. Oh, it was Ivana Trump. Oh, that's a shame. She was a sweet woman. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that he really cared about her too. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. That's a shame. Oh, wait, you guys are not even. Oh, yeah, you are seeing it. Sorry to hear that. Ivana Trump, ex-wife of former President Donald Trump, dies at the age of 73. I'm sorry to hear that for her and her family. There obviously are her children. Yeah, well, that's just sad. We're all going to be there someday, and I'm sorry to hear that for Ivana Trump, a nice lady, sweet lady. Okay, Coochie Boy, greetings, Mr. Larry. I think they do 100 to keep the cost of living raises down as far as they can. The higher the inflation, the bigger the cost of living for millions of people. Yes. So here's the thing that no one will tell you. There is okay, you won't hear this anywhere else. I'm pretty confident of it. This is what I've been alluding to. There's too big of a supply. It's just simple supply and demand, basic economics. There's too big of a supply in the crypto market. There's just too much. It's just too much. There's over 20,000 projects and products. Okay, whatever. Mature cryptos, tokens, whatever you want to say. And then you can throw in all the other NFTs, all the projects. 20,000, or like Richard Hart says, some of them are products. Like, Hex is a product. Okay. 20,233. That's only on CoinMarketCap. That doesn't even include the NFTs. That doesn't even include the things that are not listed. Maybe they're just on DEX tools, perhaps. There is too big of a supply, and that is a big reason why there's going to be a major problem with all the bad economic news we're getting in the U.S. and also the energy crisis in Europe and all these things, the war, all this stuff is a perfect storm. And they won't tell you this. There's too big. I will say it again. Say it together with me. There is too big of a supply. There is too many crypto projects and products and not enough money. There's just not enough to invest in it all. There's too big of a supply and not a big enough demand. Right here, 906 billion. That's nothing. That's not enough. That's not enough to support 20,000 projects plus a whole bunch of NFTs. The market is shrinking, and the supply is increasing. Look, the dollars are going down. I'm trying to really dumb it down in case somebody wants to clip this and show it to some billionaire or something like that. Let me just keep it simple for the average retail investor like myself. There's too many freaking projects, and there's not enough money to go into them. So you have an oversupply of something, and there's not enough demand. I can't say it any easier than that. I know I'm simplifying things. The strong will survive. The strong projects will survive, and the bad ones will die, which is not such a bad thing. The ones with utility or the ones that have an unbelievable, amazing community supporting them will survive. And if you've got an amazing community and great utility, then you're that much further ahead. All right, so let's keep going here and say hello to all these beautiful people. Coochie Boy, greetings. Oh, we did. Okay. Did I read this one, Coochie Boy? Mr. Larry, I do think that the 100 to keep the cost. Yes, you said that. The higher the inflation, the better the cost of living adjustment for millions of people. All right, we'll see. Boomer effing sooner. Hi, Jin. Stardog. Economy is going to tank so much. Everyone going to buy Bitcoin and ship for safety. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's coming. You heard it here first. I did not get this from anybody else. If somebody else says it, they might have copied me unless they can prove that they've said it before me. I mean, maybe they could think of it on their own. We are headed to a crypto market meltdown, just like the mortgage market meltdown or housing crisis or whatever you want to say. When the big brother, bailed out the big guys, the banks, who's going to bail out crypto this time? Nobody except for crypto itself, the people within crypto, the Elon Musk, the CZs, those type of guys. The retail investors won't be enough to do it because the regulators are gunning for us. They're coming hard. They're coming in hot, like the young people say. They're coming in hot for us. They're coming in hot. The regulators are coming in hot. Why? Because we screwed up because of all the bad apples in this. It's too easy to start. I can literally start. I can make a token in 5 minutes. I can literally go onto these. They have apps or they have websites where you can make your own token for like $500 or less. But then you have to pay, and it's the promotion. It's having money for liquidity. It's setting up a pre-sale. There's a tremendous amount of work involved. And then you have to make sure the contract is clean and safe. So it's quick and easy to make a project. That's why so many projects are screwed up. The barrier of entry is so low. Look, if you want to start out, well, I'm not going to get into other industries. All right, Coochie Boy, Rockify is still on fire. It looks like a fun and awesome project. Do your own research. Here's somebody new. Abomi Alfred Owusi. I think I've seen you here before. I remember the last name. Owusi. Is there good news on Luna Classic? I don't even know. I didn't even look. Be upfront with you because I'm just so upfront with everyone. I didn't take the time to look. Here it is right here on the bubbles. It's following the stock market. It's not doing much. It has nothing to write to mom at home about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros and 921. Volume 125 million. Market cap down to 604. I don't believe there's any news. I'll Google it for you. Luna, let's see, Terra Classic News. Usually it's just a bunch of videos that pop up. Nah, there's just something a day, 2 days ago. We saw this price analysis and then a bunch of videos from YouTubers. Nah, there's nothing new for today that I can see. Nothing new. A lot of speculation. People can make videos all day speculating, but I don't see any hard news. It's going to take burning to make it work. Tim Shea, Larry, I know you have your plans. I just wanted to say you and Max complement each other well. Yeah, that's good. Well, the plan is this. The plan is for Max to have his own show once a week to give me a breather. Right now, I'm literally there in my studio watching him because I don't have Johan here anymore, and I can't figure out how to give him permissions to be able to start the stream, end the stream, put the comments up. Those are basically the 3 things that he can't do on his own because I've paid for it. It's $49 a month, by the way, for StreamYard, the highest level. I believe it's the highest level, but I don't know how to do it. So I have to wait. I'm either going to have to wait for Johan to finish his project or find somebody else that can help me because I don't know how to do it. So yes, I have to have a breather. I'm doing 2 shows, or I was doing 2 shows a day, 7 days a week. So that's my plan, is to build the network. Just like if you see CNN, Fox News, CNBC, and whatever they're called nowadays, ESPN. I don't watch TV. I know that's kind of funny. I'm literally starting a news network. I don't even watch TV. But that's kind of funny because it's not worth watching it. Half of the time they're lying to you, or more than that. I'm trying to, keep it fair. What they used to say, fair and balanced. I'm trying to keep it truthful. Real news and real commentary. So my plan is to find someone. I want to find somebody that can take my place on the 3 o'clock show, which was supposed to be today. 3 o'clock show once a week gives me a breather. Somebody else come in, another influencer that wants to come and join part of our network just once a week to come in and handle that show. That gives me one day off where I have to do administrative stuff anyway. I'm working behind the scenes, but it gives me a break from being on camera. And then once a week at night, right now I have Wednesdays off, will be my break from being on camera. But it doesn't mean that I'm not still working on the network. And then Max has Saturday and Sundays off from working on the network. But he's also behind the scenes, but that's when he kicks it into high gear and makes a bunch of recorded videos. So he's still working too. But once in a while, we need a break from a live show. But yes, we do work well together, and we'll be back together tonight. It's going to be a big show for sure. There's a lot of economic news to talk about. 9 p.m. Eastern. 2. Okay. Coochie Boy, 2 trillion has left the crypto market. Yes, and will come back, but in good projects, in my opinion. Good projects will boom. Yes. You make a very, very strong point. I'm glad you pointed that out because I did not. That's right. We remember when this was about 3 trillion, right? Was it around there? Something like that? A couple trillion lost, right? When the last bull run was last year. Remember October, November, those great times? Okay. That's right. A lot of these projects are going to die. And what happens when the 2 million plus trillion, what happens when the 2 trillion plus comes back in? You know what they're going to be looking at? A lot of it they're going to be looking at is this, the top 100. And I'm going to be looking at this, my favorites in the top 100. And also nice brand new projects with high tech. Let's say, for now, I'm looking at high tech involving the metaverse because I believe that that's even bigger. I believe that we will work. I mean, you guys, other people have said this. I mean, I have to be fair. It's not just me saying this. I believe we will work, we will play, and we will earn, and we will invest, and we'll do a lot of things that are in the real world. There'll be augmented reality. There'll be virtual reality. There'll be the metaverse, all wrapped into the one. The metaverse will be the biggest thing since the creation of the internet, in my opinion. It'll be that big. It's still not even gotten off the ground. It's actually, it's still in the mother's womb. I wouldn't even consider it an infant. It's not even in its infancy. It's in its, the mom and dad are talking about making a baby. That's where the metaverse is right now. It's so premature right now. They're just talking about having a child, and that's the metaverse. It's so, you guys are so early. You think you guys are early in crypto. The whole world is early. Anybody involved in the metaverse is very, 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 very early. So it's a good opportunity. Crypto is too easy to start. Yes, it's too easy to start, and that's why you see all the garbage. I hate to say it, but that's why you see all the garbage. It has to be done the right way. It has to be, okay. You need a solid development team. You need to create solid utilities with an S. You need extremely well organized, planned marketing and promotion. And you need constant updates from the development team. And if the development team is the type that don't want to be on camera, that's understandable. Not everybody likes to be on TV. Because we are on TV, right? We're on smart TVs. Then you need to find someone that can be your spokesperson or hire a hire a public relations team or company. And you have to invest money. If you don't have a budget, you have to have a budget for Telegram. You have to have a budget for Twitter. You have to have a budget for YouTubers, and you have to have a budget for YouTubers and Twitter influencers. What I'm saying, you pay people literally to retweet on Twitter, and you pay people to be mods 24/7 in Telegram. It's very expensive. Or you can just throw together a project and just let it ride and see what happens. But it's not going to go. It's not going to, unless you get extremely lucky. It's not going to last. Do you think? I mean, just think about all the time and energy they spent building the Shiba Inu, the SHIB Army, the community, or Doge. There was a lot of time and investment that you might not even realize building up a huge community like that. If you're talking about a community-based token. Now, if you're talking about something like Cardano, there's tons of money going into research and development for Cardano because of the, it's trying to go after Ethereum with its technology. It wants to out-tech the big one, right? So let me just say this. Let me just tell you my thoughts in regards to Ethereum. We don't really talk much about Ethereum on this channel, but it's important to know. You know, I don't know what the number one sneaker manufacturer is in the world, but let's just say that the number one sneaker manufacturer in the world, or the one that sells the most sneakers, let's just say it's Nike. Let's say that, you know, it has great brand recognition, which it does. And let's say they sell the most sneakers. Does that mean that just because they sell the most units of sneakers, that they have the best sneaker? No. It means that people are comfortable and familiar with the brand, and it means they sell the most sneakers because of that. They did a great job marketing. They have excellent brand recognition, and people are buying Nike because it's Nike. So, do I believe that Ethereum is the best, fastest, and least expensive in terms of gas fees blockchain? No, of course not. But it's what people are comfortable with. It's you know, first to market, so to speak. It was one of the first. It was there early on. It's a trusted blockchain. It's had its issues, but I believe strongly it's going to be very, very difficult for anyone to unseat Cardano, right? It's less expensive. Okay. Some blockchains are faster, right? Solana is supposed to be faster. XRP. The problem is the brand recognition. There's institutions that are investing now in Ethereum because that's the thing. That's what happens. It's the mature asset at this point compared to some other things like Zilliqa or whatever that could be better. You know, Zilliqa could have a better blockchain. But the point that I'm trying to make, and be cheaper, but the point I'm trying to make is this is the trusted source that people recognize and are going to stick to. But Ethereum is not going to flip, despite the fact that it has more utility than Bitcoin. It's never going to flip it. It's never going to flip it for the simple fact that all these other blockchains are gunning for it. Even Shiba Inu. Well, it's going to be a layer 2, right? But these other blockchains are going to be gunning. So that was a bad example. These other blockchains are going to be gunning for Ethereum. And I think they're going to start taking part of their market share, which I would term as market cap in this case. More people are going to invest in those other blockchains is my point. And that's going to have an impact. If there was no other blockchains, then Ethereum would have already flipped Bitcoin by now. But there's competitors to Ethereum. And that's the reason why it's not going to flip Bitcoin. No one is trying to compete with Bitcoin. No one starts a new project. I don't think there's anyone out there with the mindset that I'm going to start a new project because I'm going to try to be the next Bitcoin. I don't think people are saying that. I think people are saying that we want to compete with Ethereum. Tim Shea, I'm here anyway. I appreciate you both, and Patches, of course. Oh, thank you. Patches is actually in the kitchen at the moment, relaxing. I still haven't set him up in here. Oh, he heard his name. He's walking in here. Mike Avilia, I work in IT infrastructure. Oh, cool. If you need some tech help, I won't charge any. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I'm I'm an interesting person. I love tech. I'm not saying I don't like tech. I'm just bad at setting it up. I'm and when something goes wrong, I want to be able to lean on someone. So when the problem occurs, I'm a fair weather tech fan. Is almost like, you know how there's fair weather fans and sports? Excuse me. So my team is the Yankees, but if I know the Yankees are best team in baseball right now, but that wasn't even anticipated this year. But if they were the worst team, that would still be my favorite team. But I'm unusual because I love the sport of baseball so much that if someone told me that the Pittsburgh Pirates were their favorite team and they were a friend of mine, I'd actually watch a Pirate game just because of that. Because I actually enjoy watching other teams. I know that sounds weird, but the Yankees are my favorite. But if I only rooted for the Yankees because they were in first place, I would be fair weather. So I'm kind of like a fair weather IT guy. So when things are going great, I love tech. But when it's going bad, I start to, I get aggravated with it. But I love using it. I think it's, it saves a ton of time. You can make money with tech. Time and money is the big thing. So it's a little bit intimidating for me when things go wrong. Like I don't know how to do certain things. Like I have a lot of tech here. Like, we have a server, we've got, 2 monitors, we have a TV, we have, a laptop, we have, 2 or 3 tablets. Patches has his own tablet. We've got lighting in here. We have a not so good camera. And we have a okay microphone. So I love all the tech, and we're gonna get tech upgrades. But I can't keep. I don't want to keep dipping into my own pocket because it wouldn't be fair to me. And I want to actually build a community-based network. Crypto Talk Now network will be news, entertainment, stuff like that, education surrounding the crypto market, the crypto world and community and family here that we have. This is your show and your network. So once we start raising money, we'll start to do some upgrades as well. But we have everything we need right now to things could be better. We could get some better things, but so yeah. But I do appreciate the invitation to help me, and I might take you up on that. I might have a couple questions for you that you might be able to just even help me over Twitter. But you can message me on Twitter if you want over here, Crypto Talk Now 21. Thank you for that. The Otter Space, Ethereum will flip Bitcoin. That's why I love this community, because it's so funny. In your opinion, you might be right. I could be dead wrong. I was wrong about interest rates. I believe they're going to raise them higher than 25 basis points on the 26th of July. I'm changing my stance on that. I have not changed my stance on the bull run. The real bull run in crypto will start, you already know, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2023 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you're saying, that's why I said 2024, because I'm reading your comment. Ethereum will flip Bitcoin on February 14th, 2024 at 1400 hours, 32 minutes past 1400 hours. Okay. Military time. All right. The Otter side, my dog, Mr. Sniffles, says hello to Patches. Oh, thank you. If my dog could talk or type, he would say hello. Right now, he's actually attending to his elbow. He has a bit of a scrape on his elbow. Got into something. Scratched it on. I think he scratched it on like a fence post or something. I don't know what he did. Ran into something. Coochie Boy, Anchor should be a leader going forward in Web3. That's interesting that you say that. I know that. Who talked about Anchor? Raoul Pal. That's somebody that I respect. I don't hate all the billionaires. I like him. I like him. It's not that I like these guys to listen to, but you have to remember they're just human beings like you and me, and they make mistakes. They frame themselves as experts, and they must be doing something right if they're billionaires and millionaires. I'm not saying they're not, but they can afford to make mistakes, is my point. And a lot of times they won't admit when they do. Anchor. Yeah, I have to take a closer look at Anchor for sure. You might have brought this up last night. I was watching Max's show last night. So, yeah, I have to take a closer look. You do like Anchor. And there it is. The fastest, most reliable Web3 infrastructure. Come see why top protocols and decentralized apps are relying on Anchor to win Web3. Anchor, I'll have to take a look at it. Take your Web2 game to the next level with Anchor's Web3 tools. Oh, look at that. Polygon. All right, so all these. This is a nice website. It's well made. Yep. You can tell it's not a template. Like some of these small projects are templates. All right. So, yeah, sorry to hear about Ivana Trump passing away, ex-wife of Donald Trump. We know there's Dr. Death because he thinks that, that's it. Crypto market sucks. All right. So goodbye for him. There's Susie Orman. I know about her. She's nice. Yeah, that's it. The Fed can't whip inflation alone. This is the one I wanted to show you. Oh, look, there he is. Our president of the U.S. Wednesday's U.S. inflation numbers came in higher than Wall Street economists' expectations. I'll guarantee you that that's not true, that statement. The big hedge funds know what the numbers. They knew that it was going to be over 8.8. They knew. They're just throwing that in the article. They know. They know. Retail investors might not have known, but they know. With the overall consumer price index rising, a shocking. You think that they don't have this data on their own? They already have their own researchers. They know before they make this announcement. 9.1% over the past 12 months. Total inflation surged in June, up a dramatic 1.3% on a month-to-month basis. Thank you to Dave C. Morris, by the way, for this article on Yahoo Finance. Compared to the 1% rise in May, prices minus food and energy, they take that out of there conveniently, or core inflation were more restrained, rising 5.9% for the trailing 12 months and accelerating just slightly. These numbers are way off. Food is much more expensive. Financial markets, okay. Inflation in many things. Inflation is bad for the economy for a lot of reasons. Most fundamentally, inflation creates uncertainty among investors and spenders because it makes it harder to plan ahead. Well, you know what it does is it makes people tighten their belt financially. When you might not go for the extra snacks at the grocery store, you might decide not to put it in that swimming pool. There might be something that you might want to cut back on that vacation because of inflation. It makes people change. It changes consumer behavior. But financial markets, whether crypto or equity, are generally less worried about inflations. Oh, really? But financial markets, whether crypto or equity, are generally less worried about inflation's direct impact on Main Street than about the Federal Reserve's response via the money supply, aka its overnight interest rate. The muted equities drop so far, even on higher expected numbers, reflects that the Fed has already announced an aggressive schedule of interest rate hikes, plans that have already pushed equity markets down nearly 15% since January. So, yeah. Let's see. Our takeaway is that the markets seem primed for significant bumps in future CPI numbers come in under expectations. A deeper look at Wednesday's numbers and the real world suggests we could indeed begin to see the inflation curve bending back towards Earth. Saying it's already bending back. I don't see that. But I'm just going to the gas station and I'm just going to the grocery store. But here it is right here. This is not helping. The war in Ukraine in particular has raised early worries of a massive global food shortage. Here it comes, folks. But after spiking in March, wheat prices are moving significantly back towards pre-war levels. There has already been significant damage, particularly in Sri Lanka. But if prices keep correcting, we may dodge, for now, the worst case scenario for the developing world. It goes on and on and on. So I don't see any good news in this report or this. I don't see any good news in this article. But it is what it is. Coochie Boy, any new news on Crypto Panic website? I know you mentioned that a lot. I'll actually have to Google that and just see. Crypto Panic news aggregator. Okay, let's see if there's anything that jumps out. Well, we saw this. You know what? Let's read this first one, actually, because I was going to talk a little bit about Matic, Polygon. We'll get back to that. Let's just see if there's anything else. Janet Yellen is scared of inflation. MasterCard seeks to expand arms in Indonesia as it partners crypto-oriented firm Facet. I'm just looking. Monkey League developers closed 24 million funding round. I'm not sure what that is. Stablecoin rules among topics discussed during Janet Yellen's meeting with Japanese officials. Michael Saylor sings Bitcoin's praises as U.S. inflation jumps to near 40-year high. Well, it's not. So far, Bitcoin is not a hedge against inflation. It's following, at least except for today, the market, the overall macro economy, let's just say. Let's just see the three reasons why Matic is up 100%, it says in the bull market. All right. So 3 reasons, right? Is it going to show us? Is it going to take me there? There it is. It's loading. Okay. 3 reasons why. Did I already have this one up there? Is this the one I was? Oh, no. I was going to read you about Polygon. Here's some other news. Polygon joins Disney's accelerator program to develop AR. NFT, and AI experiences, artificial intelligence. The Ethereum scaling tool is one of 6 companies scheduled by the media entertainment giant to be part of its new program. So take your hat off for Disney getting further involved. I told you guys, watch out when Disney gets involved with the metaverse. And you can see they're already starting to. And I'm sure they already have developing things behind the scenes. But let's just read this article real quick. 3 reasons why Polygon Matic is up 100% during the bear market. Steady adoption and internal growth backed by Matic's 118% gain, even as most altcoins struggle to hold on to their short-term gains. Unlike bull markets where traders can basically throw a dart. That's what I was saying about doing that dartboard thing for fun. Add a list of coins to pick one that will go up. Bear markets require much more effort. That's true. Find projects that could perform well over the long run. All right. Data major. Okay, so here it is. So major adoption announcements. Protocols launch on Polygon. That's another thing. Further evidence of rising popularity of Polygon, as go-to scaling solutions for Ethereum has been steady migration integrations of projects with layer 2 network. You know, the other thing is they're poaching some projects from actually Terra Classic's initial blockchain, the original one. NFT projects have migrated to Polygon. Other new additions include permissionless credit protocol Rockify. Oh, that's what somebody was just saying, Rockify. Coochie Boy, maybe? And Woo, WOO Networks, multi-chain decentralized exchange. Matic has also seen growing number of platforms that offer liquid staking for the token, which enables holders to earn staking rewards. Here's what traders expect. Traders expect resistance at 75 cents for Matic. As for what comes next for the Matic price, market analysts and synonymous Twitter user Crypto Tony posted the following chart suggesting the token could head higher towards resistance at the 75-cent level. Let's take a look at what Matic is doing currently. It's up. That's the reason why I wanted to mention Matic, because it's doing well in my favorites list. Top 100 favorites. Currently at 69.5 cents. All right, so Tony, Crypto Tony on Twitter is saying it's going to find some resistance at the 75-cent level. So there it is. Little Hero, please suggest the best $100,000 portfolio. Okay. Well, you know, we might do something like that. We're thinking about putting together a Patreon. We're going to do some polls with the audience and Twitter, and we're going to see what you guys want in a Patreon. We want to be able to bring you guys some extra value, some added value beyond what we're bringing in the show, because there's only so much we can cram into these shows. And if we have more time to research and provide things for you guys as an added service and benefit, we will. And we'll probably just do that through a Patreon group. That way you can get perhaps some more things that'll help you with your investment choices. Not financial advice, but more like life guidance, we'll say. Tim Shea, will you be sending an alert before the dump so we can sell? For the overall market, I mean, I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm going to be watching. I'll tell you what I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching a little bit of data step by step. The next big thing I'm watching is the interest rate hike. I'm already calling it a hike because I know they're going to raise it. What would be really a plot twist is if they didn't do anything, if they didn't raise it. But that I can't foresee at all. So I'm going to be watching closely. I want to see how the crypto market reacts to it. And then I'll go from there. That's the next big thing in about 12 days from now. Little Hero, what is the best Web3 tokens? That's another thing that we're not prepared to talk about today, but we will in the future. But thank you for that question. I've been going for a while here, guys, almost 50 minutes, and I thank you so much. I am very grateful for you guys. If you could do me a favor as you're walking out, would you please just hit the like button for me? It's so very much appreciated. Oh, here's I didn't know you were in the Netherlands. Okay, you're just like Garrett Vera is actually. He's not here right now, but he is a member of our audience, a community from the Netherlands as well. You sometimes see him with the 1977 Trans Am in his the red Trans Am in his avatar. The otter side here in the Netherlands, the farmers are revolting. Are they really? Yeah, because of the cost of goods. Is it because of the it's either due to wages or something to do with the supply chain. Is that what you're saying? Something like that. Or I'm not sure. They can't afford the cost to harvest the crops, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, that's the sad thing is that's what happens. It hurts good people, and people start to get mad, and it can cause revolts or uprisings, or even in worse scenarios, revolutions. Because the government wants them to quit due to oh, that's even worse. Oh, that's just bull crap right there. That's just straight up crap. That's something I didn't even think about. I was thinking about some kind of rising cost or shortage or something. Okay, shortage of fertilizer or something like that. All right, the otter side, because government wants them to quit due to carbon 2030 goal. Oh, geez, because the cows are farting too much. Is that why? It's creating too much carbon? The cows are farting again? And we have concerns over carbon. Okay. We live in a crazy world right now. We really do. It's beyond comprehension for me. It defies that type of stuff that you're mentioning right there is sad. It just defies all logic. It defies all logic. Tim Shea says later. Thank you so much, Tim Shea. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate you, the otter side, and all you guys in here. Coochie Boy, Mike Avila. Let's go back and say goodbye to everyone. Mr. Awussy, Stardog, Boomer Effin Sooner, Blue Whale Ricky, The Gin, Jay Lawrence, Stardog, Marie Anderson, Crypto Millionaire, of course. A fellow, or well, she's a lady, a YouTuber that I have a great deal of respect for and admiration because she's doing such a great job. Pat Murphy. Who else is there to say goodbye to? Crypto Winter. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll see you tonight for the big show, Max and Larry Show, 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care, everyone. Be safe.